Now, in today's Champions League, it came with one talking point, that is Atalanta Ademola Lookman and their manager Gasperini. But before I continue, let's say together, ta ta ta. We all know what we do here. Now, uh, during the game, we all know Ademola Lookman is the star boy of Atalanta. He's the star boy, no doubt. He's their best player. In the Europa League final, he scored a hat trick for Atalanta to beat Leverkusen of what is the name, Xabi Alonso, to win that trophy. Now this season, Ademola Lookman was their star boy. He was the one scoring the goals for them. He was the one giving in the numbers, assistance, scoring, make sure that even against Real Madrid, we saw what Ademola Lookman did for Atalanta. Now, after that, he got injured, and that is where everything decided to turn black for Atalanta. They started sinking. Winning game became very difficult for Atalanta. Now, in today's game against and I'm quite sure that if Ademola Lookman was around, they would have qualified for the knockout stage straight. They wouldn't have been in the position of even playing a playoff. Now, in today's game against Club Brugge, they were very poor. Lost 3-0, 3-0 in the first half. In the second half, Ademola Lookman came in, changed the game, scored on the 46th minute, then had a penalty. Had it been that Atlanta scored that penalty, it would have been a different game altogether. Now, we all know that Ademola Lookman is not a penalty taker for Atlanta. Yes, he's not a penalty taker. Ketele is there, and then we have Retigi, who are the penalty takers for Atlanta. Now, Ademola Lookman, out of trying to get into the headline, decided to take the penalty ahead of the penalty takers, and he missed it. And this is what happened. After that, in the press conference, the coach Gasperini couldn't hold on. He called Ademola Lookman out to the media. He said, Ademola Lookman is one of the worst penalty takers I've ever seen. He wanted to take the penalty after scoring a goal. He took the ball despite Retigi and the Ketele available to take it. I didn't like what Lookman did. Yes. So he said even in a training ground, he's had a terrible penalty taker. He doesn't score most of them. You can just see that he doesn't like what Ademola Lookman did. For me, Ademola Lookman was being selfish. Yes. One thing, he was being selfish. You know, at this particular crucial stage, you needed to win that by all means. So you have to approach the penalty takers, because you know that you are a bad penalty taker. But for the coach calling Ademola Lookman out on public is what I don't like. For me, I think it is unprofessional on the part of the coach. You are frustrated, but there's a better way to put it out. Ademola Lookman is your best player. Your best player by all standards. He's your best player, the best player of the team. You don't need to call your best player out like that on public. Not even your best player, but you don't need to call. This can derail Ademola Lookman's confidence. It can derail his confidence. But I pray that he shouldn't let this get into him. But for me, I think what the coach did was unprofessional. It is needless. You are already out. There's a way you can pour out your frustration, but to call him out publicly saying that he's the worst penalty taker ever and whatnot, for me, it's needless. It's needless on the part of the coach. I think he should try as much as possible to settle this case very quick behind the scenes. Yes, you need to settle this behind the scenes very quick. If not, it can really derail the guy. The guy can lose confidence, and it can affect the team massively going forward. They need to qualify to the Champions League. If they joke, this can really be a bad turn for them. Let me know your reactions on the comment section. Do you think what the coach did was the best? Do you think Ademola Lookman didn't try? What is your own reaction? Like this video, share, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Simon Football Arena.